Hey guys, welcome back to Professor Layton in the Curious Village. Curious Village, of course, being St Mystere. And as you already see, we have some interesting characters here, and we already met a man with a chin to rival the gods, or to rival Zeus's beard, or Odin's beard, or any mythological person you'd like. You know what I mean, though. So, along with Professor Layton, we also met his stalwart little assistant, Luke. And we learned of a mystery surrounding the Reinhold legacy. A golden apple, if you will remember. Over in Mysteries, we have the mystery of the golden apple. Whatever it is, whether it is a actual fact, a Minecraft golden apple, or a hypothetical golden apple, we don't quite know yet. But we will dang well be finding out. So we finished 2 puzzles. Today we're going to start getting into some of more difficult puzzles, so that shall be interesting. Also, I found a better way, I think, of doing the puzzles. Not too big of a difference, but it will make it a little easier for people who want certain things. But I think we've yammered on long enough. I want this. Oh, I have to talk to people. So, you see where my clicker is poking, it's rattling. Well, we have to talk to this gentleman right here to find out about it. Ah, that's a nice beard. That's a nice... See, Blank, this is how to have a mustache. That's a correct mustache. What a dandy set of fellows you two are. Must be new to St Mystere, eh? Stashin. Oh, I just realized his name is Stashin. I approve. Is that a hat or his hair? I don't know. Alright, tap that barrel back there with your stylus. Don't ask questions, just do it. He reminds me of the old man in Pokemon who drags you places. But yes, if you click it, you get a hint coin. Felt good. Oh yeah, it felt good. Around these parts, that's what we call a hint coin. When you find yourself up against a really tough puzzle, you'll want a hint. Trust me on this one, fellas. I don't know, he just seems like a hillbilly. Yes. Hints. As I explained in the first episode, hint coins will be used to purchase hints, which we will not be using in this game. Yes, they are a breeze right now. Yeah, we may actually get to 1 or 2 difficult puzzles. Maybe not difficult, but takes a bit of problem solving. Yes. I won't. Yes, I know, I'll be sorry. Really sorry, I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah, I got it. Cheers. Because I already explained it, but thank you anyways. A for effort. As I said, I won't be using hint coins in this playthrough. Not to say that I haven't used hint coins in my practice or when I actually play by myself. But here, I'm doing a walkthrough for you guys, so using hint coins. Unless you want to see hint coins. Actually, no. I believe if you want to see the hints, when you come over in here and go to Puzzle Index, it will actually allow you to get the hints for free. Actually, let's test it. Yes, Puzzle 1. Let's test this. Yep. Once you complete a puzzle, the hints come out free of charge. So, if you guys would like, completely up to you. If you want to see what the hints are for each one, just tell me. And I might do it at like the end. I'll just do a quick edit and show you the 3 hints for each of the puzzles that we do. But, aside from that, we won't be using hint coins. We will collect them though, because I want all of the hint coins. Oh, it's an inn. Okay, cool. Now, all we have left to do is talk to this young lady right here. Aha, pleasure to meet you, Ingrid. That is a nose to rival the chin of the man we've already met. I feel like she's supposed to be a stereotypical... No, never mind. Pleasure to meet. Welcome to St Mystere, where our local export is the puzzle. Oh, before I forget, You should know that every time you solve a puzzle, you earn a set number of P-Crats. See? Yep. They say lovely things happen when you gather enough. I like the idea of that. I'm horrible at solving puzzles on my own. You mean our top hat? If you'll pardon the pun. Sorry, I just watched Come Fly With Us, and that if you guys have ever watched it, there's a liaison called Moses? Mosley or something. But he always says pardon the pun when there is in fact no pun. So, if you'll pardon the pun. So puzzle number 3, Strange Hats, and it's worth 10 P-Crats. So it's a little bit harder than some of the one or two ones we've done, but again, it's not too hard. So, puzzle number 3, these 4 top hats are all the same height, but the length of each brim is different. In other words, the hats are equally tall, but vary in width. One of these 4 top hats has a brim and height that are the same length. Which hat is it? Thank you. Now here's where I'm going to change a little bit of the setup for my puzzles. First half, for the people who want to try out the puzzle without any hints or any tips, pause it after I've done that little P-Crats explanation of the puzzle. Then for the people who want to hear some hints, wait a little bit longer before pausing. And finally, the people who don't give a rat's booty on figuring out the puzzle by themselves, I like you guys, don't hit pause ever. So probably exactly how I did it before, but now I've explained it a little better. Yeah, okay. So the people who want to do the puzzle on their own, they are doing their thing right now. So for everybody who wants some hints, very little hint involved. Get anything that has a straight edge that you can measure off a little bit of distance. Now, what you have here is an optical illusion. All the lengths are the same. So what you're looking for are the heights. The length of the brim. So what you want to do is grab yourself anything that you can mark length with. I, as a scientist, have a ruler next to me, so I would just measure the length and the width. Science. So that's really the best hint you can. I don't know why they have 3, but use a ruler. But the answer, wait for the people to pause. All right, here we go. Is A. Watch it be wrong, I would laugh my butt off. Nope. Damn. Correct.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
That and science. That's right. The very famous optical illusion. An optical illusion is a visual phenomenon where your eyes perceive things differently. Beer goggles for you adults. There are dozens of known optical illusions. What's the world coming to when you can't even trust your own eyes? Yep. So that's an interesting little trick. And that will be the easiest one of the day, guys. Thank you, Ingrid. Yep. Now, yeah, there will be some puzzles that you can't just process of elimination. You actually have to properly solve. And if I have enough time, the last puzzle of today will be one of those puzzles. Yep, gotta use our noggins. Thank you, Ingrid. I like you. You're the nicest person we've met so far. Other than Stachio. Alright, there we go. 3 puzzles. And hey, it's only been 10 minutes. What up? Okay. So, there's really nothing to see or do around here. Aha, there is a hint coin, though. In this first area. And we aren't allowed to go anywhere else than to the Reinhold Mansion, I guess you would call it. So, we're going to keep moving forward. Aha, Luke. I've been thinking, Professor, shouldn't we be keeping a record of our investigation? Alright, so now they're going to go through saving, and Basically all the stuff I talked about in the first part of the game. This trunk contains all manner of information. Yep. Save files, the journals, puzzle indexes, and then stuff that we haven't unlocked yet. Yep. Sorry, we're just gonna burn through this. Enough explanation. Let's make our way to the manor. I say. No, I think I said manor. So, yep, on the left-hand side here, you see a little mini-map. Here we are on the bottom left, and then we're going for the Reinhold Manor, all the way to the far right. So I guess that tall thing in the background is not, in fact, the manor. Alright, there we go. So, now we do, in fact, Reinhold Manor awaits. Chapter 1. No. I don't like saving. So, here we go. It's clicky time. And there is a hint coin. Appears to be a clock tower. Another hint coin. There we go. Alright. Let's talk to this gentleman here. He's looking kind of, looks a little rushed. Percy. Every time I see Percy, I think of Harry Potter. But he seems a little nicer than Percy. St Mystere's official writer in residence. Reinhold Manor, you ask? Head up that road to the right. It's immense, so you'll know when you see it. Before you go, why not try your hand at this puzzle I thought up? See if you can work out which house is mine from the instructions I give you. I'll even sweeten the deal for you. I'll manage to solve this puzzle, I'll tell you about this village. Well, as critical thinkers and positive doers, knowing more about the village we've come to be in would probably be a good idea for solving puzzles. Yeah, we'll do it. Well, actually, a writer without an audience is just a writer. Alright, puzzle 4. Where's my house? And 20 peat crats. We're slowly starting to rank up on the points. So, can you find my house? Go out the front door of my place and turn left. At the first junction you come across, take a right. Turn right once more at the following junction, and you'll come face to face with the warm morning sun. Circle my house. Alright, so let's get the simple tip out of the way first. This is probably for the younger audience if you don't quite know yet which way the sun rises. It doesn't rise from the north or the south. And my bet would be on the east. And my bet's a pretty good bet. So, on to actually a useful tip. Process of elimination. You can test every one of these houses, and only one of them will work. So you could do that if you so choose. Easier way to do it? Check which houses have the same direction as another house. Because there will only be one right answer, a house that faces the same direction as another one won't be the answer. So, pretty quick little tip to solve it. And we'll pause for a second. Alright, well, the long and short of it, if you haven't figured it out yet, the house we are looking for is this one. Because if you look, you come out of the house. Hey, what's up, Bob? You take a left. Ah, wait, I need to go up. To the right. And then to the right. And look at that. To the rising sun. Now, if you notice, this, in fact, is the only house. Thank you. That is facing up. Which means it's the only house that would work. Now, you can also do process of elimination by going, okay, these three right here can't do it because it's only one house that's going to work. So those two are eliminated. Again, you can say these two are facing the same direction, so these are eliminated. So, by process of elimination, it would be either this one or this one. It is in fact this one though, so.
There we go.
Made that puzzle so much harder than it should have been.
Puzzle solved.
Alright. Yeah, that's right. Working backwards is the easiest way to solve this puzzle. Problem. The sun rises in the east, so you must end up facing right on the map. To get there, you turn left, right, and then right from the starting point. Working backwards, you start from a left-facing position, then turn left, left, and right. This leaves you facing downwards. If that was your starting point, you would be facing upwards, and there's only one house whose exit faces up. Now, see, I guess that makes sense, but I think my process of elimination worked just as well if I didn't explain it as well. Percy, impressive. I thought I'd set out quite the puzzle, but you made short work of it. Ah, you did indeed promise gossip. The Reinhold family owns all of the land this village is built upon. They own all the buildings too. I could suppose you could say this village belongs to the Reinholds. Aha, I'll be looking forward to a harder puzzle from you, sir. And that was puzzle number 4, guys. Now, you could mosey on down. As you see, the arrow on the left side is telling us to mosey on down, but there is in fact a puzzle right here. Now, like I said, some puzzles you can skip, some you can't. This is one you don't really ever need to do. Oh, that clock tower looks rather worse for wear. Speaking of clocks, I've got the puzzle for you. Just the puzzle for you. And here we go. Puzzle, see, now is getting a little bit harder. It's actually worth 50 P-crats. So, basically, all the work we've done up till now for one puzzle. So, puzzle 5. An ordinary analog clock has 2 hands, with the longer hand moving faster around the face of the clock. Assuming that this clock keeps perfect time, how many times will the long and short hands pass over each other between 12 noon and 12 midnight? Alright, and what you see here is pretty much what I've been doing the entire time, scribbling on the DS's screen. Yeah, the wiggly stuff you see there. But, so, here's some tips for this puzzle. It's easier than you think it is. Even though it is worth quite a bit of P-crats, once you figure out the trick, maybe not even the trick, the logic behind it, you'll be like, how did I not see that? I know that's what I did. And word of warning, don't assume the minute hand is actually the second hand, because you're going to have some ridiculously long numbers. So, first tip, or first and only tip I can really give you, is read the puzzle. The puzzle gives you the answer. Well, not necessarily, but it gives you the tip to the correct answer. So, if you read the top, not the top, the bottom. Assuming that this clock keeps perfect time, how many times will the long and short hand pass over each other? That is the most important tip I can give you. And really, the only tip I can give you without kind of spelling it out completely. So, we'll pause here and figure out the puzzle for yourself if you so choose, and I'll be right back. Alright, so, you figured it out, you puzzled over it, or you're completely stumped. The key word here is pass over. As you see, the clock starts at 12 noon, or midnight, it doesn't really matter. But they're not passed over each other. They're laying on top of each other. Key wording here. So, if you go by the assumption that the hour/minute hand will pass each other once an hour, you would have 12 passes. But keep in mind, the first hour, which is 12 noon, won't have a passover, as well as 12 midnight will not have a passover. So, you eliminate 2 whole laps. So instead of 12, you have 10. Ta-da! I thought this was quite a cool little puzzle. Until I realized that the first and the last lap actually don't pass each other, I was sitting here stumped as a doorknob. So, that is the clock puzzle. I quite like this one, actually. It makes you actually look at a clock and think about it. So, let's pop in the answer. Yes, I'm scribbling all over the place. I apologize. But yes, 10 is the correct answer. 10. What is that? Oh, delete button. Okay.
How does this sound?
I don't know. How does it sound? It sounds damn good is what it sounds like.
apprentice saves the day.
And there we go. We've earned almost half of what we've already gained. That's right. The hands pass over each other 10 times. If you think about it, the answer is obvious, but you might have been tricked by the question. The hands pass over each other once an hour, but since they start and end directly on top of each other, 2 of the 12 hours do not count as a pass. Why not try it on a real clock? This game explains it better than me. It's sad, really. So, you guys may just have that puzzle cut out because it was kind of badly explained. If not, just laugh and ignore it. We'll do better as we continue on. Precisely the answer I was looking for, Luke. Well done, my boy. And number 5 is down. Alright, and I don't believe there's anything else to do here. We can't actually go in anywhere. Indeed, Lady Dahlia is waiting for us. So there's nothing else to do but to continue on down the road. There is indeed a man standing on the street in the street. And you can see Reinhold Manor in the background. Terribly rude. It is a tad rude when people just stand in the middle of the road and don't let us, I don't know, go around him? Booyah. Hint coin. Yeah, they are in fact, like, everywhere. I believe. As I say everywhere and no more appear. Alright, well, let us talk to the gentleman here. I have a feeling he won't be as nice as Percy. Marco! Looks blind. I've never seen you two here before. What's a couple of new faces like yourself doing here? Puzzles. Layton says we're here by invitation of the Reinholds. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have business through the gate. Is that so? You're a fishy pair. Says the guy wearing a bowler hat, blind glasses, and a really, 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 really long nose. But I'll let you pass if you can solve a riddle, for in the world of St Mystere, solving puzzles is paramount to, you know, giving ID and identification. It isn't going to be easy, is it? No way. Definitely not going to be easy. Can't remember this puzzle. What is this one? Puzzle number 6. Oh, yes! It's the weight puzzle. Alright, puzzle number 6. Here we have 8 small weights. That all look the same. However, one of the weights in the group is slightly lighter than the rest. Using the scale 2 times, you can find out which of these weights is lighter than the rest. So which weight is the light one? So, there's a few ways. Yes, thank you, sir. Yes, I know. Thank you. Alright, so there's a few ways you can go about this. If you really want to do it badly, you could do that. One by one and test them each out. The problem is, though, I believe they change every time you reset. So, you could be a gimp and just keep hitting reset until you get what you want. But that's not the way we're gonna do it. The best way, and the game tells you to do it a little differently, and I guess that also works, is when I did it, I put 4 on each side, and then one side's going to be lighter than the other. So then you test those two, and then you got a 50-50 chance. Looking at how the game did it makes a little bit more sense. So, if you put 3 on each side, like so, you have these 2 here. If these even out, you know it's one of these 2. I can't draw. Dang it, I hate when I can't draw. I might have to activate my mouse at some point. And if one of these is lighter, you just test. And that's really all it is. Fairly straightforward little puzzle. So, wait for a second. Alright, let's solve it. Now, like I said, these are randomized. So, they'll never be the same one when you restart, so I don't know which one automatically is, but we'll go through a test. There we go. So, we know these are no good. You put that 5 over there, doesn't really matter which one. There we go. 6 is in fact the lightest of them all.
There we go.
Bam.
Every puzzle has an answer.
That's right. To solve this puzzle with no guesswork, you must load 3 weights on each side of the scale for your first measurement. If you manage to get it that far, the rest is fairly easy. Yeah. When I did it with 4 on each side, I actually got lucky, so that was pretty nice. Well, they're pretty sharp. I'm kind of being special over here. Sharp apples. Huh. Sharp apples. Sounds like the Apple Company's making knives now. May we pass now? Of course you can pass, because once you solve a puzzle, you're family here in St Mystere. Ah, yes, of course. Lady Dahlia seems to be well liked, actually. Alright. So, now we can actually move on. Whoa. Now we can actually move on to the last puzzle of the day. And this one is a bit of a doozy. I don't know how much I trust him. Oh, Raymond. And just who might you be? Ah, that is Professor Layton and his Debonair. Is Debonair a word? I don't think he's really anything. It's just Luke. And we've received an invitation to visit Reinhold Manor. Oh, hoo, 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 hoo. They all have their own little sound effect, I've noticed. We've all been expecting you, Professor Layton. Really, they'll trust you after a puzzle, but they can't trust you before a puzzle. A hooligan in the top. Oh Lord, a hooligan. Because nobody would dare impersonate a gentleman. Ooh. See, this is where Luke really needs to start learning from Professor Layton. One does not fly off the handle. It's such a... Yeah, exactly. Settle down, Luke. That seems like a reasonable thing he's asking, because the guy right before us asked for a puzzle. Professor Layton. Now, if you don't mind, would you please solve this puzzle for me? Alright, puzzle number 7. Wolves and chicks. Get the 3 wolves and the 3 chicks seen below to the other side of the river, while obeying the following conditions. First condition. No more than 2 animals can ride the raft at the same time. Second condition. There must be at least 1 animal on the raft in order for it to move. And the final condition. If more wolves than chicks stay on either side of the river, the wolves will eat the chicks and you'll have to start over. And the best time is 11 moves. Yes. Alright, so this puzzle gave me some problems when I first did it, but when I solved it, I did it in 12 moves. 1 move over what I needed to do. So here's a few tips, and again I can't draw, so I'll have to direct you via my silky smooth voice. First tip. You want to separate the wolves and the chicks. You won't be able to do the puzzle with all of them on one side. So the first trick is to move all of these guys over here. First step. Second step, don't think you can't bring them back. Because in actual fact, that is how you're going to solve this puzzle, is by bringing them back and forth. And third puzzle. No, that's it. Those are the hints you get. So, good luck. Hope you do it. And I'll be back in a second. And I'm back. I should probably cut that out. Oh well. So, first order of business is you want these 3 lovely gray wolves to get on the other side of the river. And in actual fact, in real life, the chicks would be more than happy for this situation to remain as such. But we can't, so we're going to bring all of... Now we're going to bring all of them over here. I believe this is how you do it. Yes. Trail down. So then you bring over a pair of chick and wolf. And now you... No, stop. Now you bring all chicks over. So... Bada bing. And here is the last step. Ta-da!
Here's my answer. Another puzzle solved.
And we've got 195 Peakrats. Fun fact time. There are several variations of this type of river crossing puzzle, and they've appeared in writings dating back over 1,000 years. That's actually pretty awesome. It's a tricky little puzzle until you figure out what you gotta do. Ah, hoo hoo hoo. Do excuse my earlier rudeness. Let me show you to the manor. Everyone's waiting for you. Hoo hoo hoo. That hoo hoo's gonna kill me. Everyone. Well, Lady Dahlia has a surprise for you, my friend. And Raymond, oh hoo hoo hoo, is not gonna be telling you anything. But that is puzzle number 7, and it's a good as enough time as any to end the episode. And actually, we will go to the entrance to the Reinhold Manor. It looks a little bit more spectacular when it's top to bottom, but you get the idea. Very big manor. We have come to the right place to end our episode. So, and chapter 1. That was a fairly short chapter. The professor and Luke finally arrive at Reinhold Manor. Alright, let's head on in. We will do that next episode. Apologize for the bit of stuttering. I'm going to have to review the puzzles and make sure I can explain them well and articulately for you guys. So, pardon the pun. Pardon the pun. But, let's do a little review before we end. We've got 7 problems found, 7 problems solved. Got 16 hint coins. Total score is 195 right now. Now our mystery. And nothing else has changed. So, until next time, guys, when we enter the Reinhold Manor and find out what Lady Dahlia has waiting for us. So, from Professor Layton and Luke, who may or may not have a father, safe travels.